Lars Johan Brodtkorb, our new solo World 4-player chess champion.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Welcome, man. Congratulations. That was a hard-fought battle for sure. How are you feeling now?
Yeah, I'm super tired. Last game I was just shaking all the time, and I thought that in the middle there I had so much material, so I was trying to finish the game by going on a fast attack on red, and then yellow found the only move to defend again. It was
the bishop to d5 it was, or bishop. Yeah.
It was exactly the same motif as like game 5 or 6 when I was so close to winning. So it was like at that moment I felt like a deja vu, like same feeling all over again.
Yeah, you're like, oh no, not again.
Yeah, like so close, and then when they started taking all my stuff, I was like, yeah, let's just continue and see if something pops up. And then and at the end there, I figured that the only chance I have is to mate red, which was kind of insane because I can never mate yellow when red is out. So then I started stop checking him and then gave him the checks. So I was trying to box the red king in. Like, I placed the queens on the adjacent piles. So then the red king had to run up and down.
Yeah.
And so that was only to give him a chance to blunder. If I don't do that, I think the red king just runs around.
Yeah.
And then he made the only move that makes me win. Otherwise, red wins.
Yeah, otherwise red wins with a draw 50-move roll on the board. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you played that ending phenomenal. We both missed that. That was really nice.
Yeah, we both didn't see that coming.
I see. We gotta lay down the hard questions on you. So you better prepare. You better get ready. The first game got aborted. Unfortunately. How did you feel about that? You must have been pretty triggered.
Yeah, I was disgusted. I think my play in the game following showed it. Like I was just not there.
Yeah, you played like queen takes h13 for like no real apparent reason.
No, but it was for some reason because I'm checkmated. So the only chance is to sack on yellow and then who was it?
It was yellow.
Yeah, yellow. And then the point was that then blue can win the red or yellow. Now win the yellow queen.
Mm-hmm.
So if he does that, then I survive. But red makes this extremely accurate move, queen i3.
Mm-hmm.
And then he covers the knight jump, and then I'm just dead. So it's like
was unlucky. No, what would you like to see changed so games couldn't get aborted anymore?
I mean, I understand why the rule is there, but I don't think it's meant to be like, oh, I'm checkmated next move, so let me just abort the game. So that was I understand disconnects, then it's fine, but it's hard to rule out these sort of things.
Yes.
Perfect.
Well,
all right.
Justice was definitely served there for you, icystun.
What?
It was justice was definitely served for you, and we do often see last year's champion had to deal with the tough sportsmanship thing occurring where there was potential prearranged teaming, and we got that player disqualified too. So I mean, it's like we would have definitely had to,
Absolutely. We don't have time, man, so we don't want to bring you up too long. I just want to ask you one more question. I want to get you two questions, by the way. One is, how are you going to spend that $1,000? What's on your mind?
I'm probably not going to spend it. It's just going to save it. So
No. You got to invest it. You got to invest it. You got to invest it. You make something. Just say, I buy 1,000 cheeseburgers or something. Make it shiny.
I guess it's going for rent in that case, like to my parents for.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's a good one.
Okay. I have a question from my end.
Go ahead.
I have a question from my end. Do you think that the better teams player is the better solo player here? Because it really has come to show that you had a team's championship defended here, and you came and you got the solo one as well. So let's see.
Well, not necessarily, but certainly at some point in this match, it started becoming really excessive. Like if you don't play teams openings, you are just dead.
Exactly.
Like then it's like 50-50 if you have blue or green. Like then you're out 50% of the time.
Oh yeah,
so
interesting.
that's why like I changed my openings a bit. So like in the second game, like not the one that was aborted and not the first one, but the second game, I was playing blue, and I was playing extremely defensively with blue, like exactly how I would play in a regular teams game. And then red and yellow overpushed, and suddenly it was us that was advantageous.
Yeah.
So definitely there, if I was not had the team's background, I would be dead in that game. And I think I really had to play that game because I sat out the first one. So, I was like, I really need to calm my nerves.
Yeah.
So that's why the second one was really huge, like just getting a playable position. Like I didn't win it, but, it's like the same to me.
Perfect, man. All right. One more question. This is my final question. Then we're going to let you go, unless Luke has other questions. The 50 move rule. I've been casting the games. I actually said with Luke, I kind of think that we should change them. 50 moves is a little bit really long, especially in those middle games. I mean, in the end game, it makes sense. In those middle games, it's very tedious. What is your take on that?
Yeah, definitely some positions. The 50 move rule is a little bit boring. But then again, like if you end up with an end game where you have like 2 players left, you'd hate to see that the player that was outplayed kind of doesn't get the chance to win. So, I mean, something like 30 moves maybe like would make more sense to me.
Yeah.
Like 50 is a little bit much, but maybe somewhere around 30. And it could be adjusted. Like for the 4-player stage, you could have like 10. I mean, it rarely happens. Like 10 moves, but then as the fewer players get, like on 2 players, I would say like even 40 moves, like when it's just 2 left, because then you can win like these simple end games, like 2 bishops, for instance.
Yeah.
So you get a chance, because if you have 2 bishops and you have like 30 move rule, you're never mating.
Yeah.
No, I agree. That was a good one.
I think that probably the 2-player stage might actually be normal. I think it would probably be 50 move roll. Yeah, I could actually make arguments towards making it 60 move roll or 70 move roll in 2-player stage. But the main importance here is we reduce the 3-player stage and the 4-player stage.
Exactly.
The developers could are
right.
to figure that out.
Perfect, man. Luke, you got any questions?
I mean, I guess a quick one. Do you think that red-yellow are at a strict advantage in a team's situation with the current board setup?
Well, in a team situation, yeah, for sure. It's like borderline winning out of the opening. So it's like, I mean, maybe if both green and blue play perfectly, you won't really get anything. So for a solo game, it will really be hard to checkmate someone if they play perfect defense. The problem is, like, if you start playing solo openings, then you're just checkmated if someone starts attacking.
Yeah, I think when blue-green, it's like you're kind of going back and forth to see who's getting mated on who. And it's not always that way. As you can see, players do make mistakes. And we have yet to determine, like, on perfect play, are blue-green at a disadvantage, or are they still drawn? I mean, it's still up in the air.
Yeah, I mean, you have endless chances. Like, the game is so complex, like, even if you sack a rook or 2, you can still get chances.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very aggressive.
Yes.
All right, Izzy, thank you so much for dropping it. This is our world champion when it comes to solo play in 4-player chess. Not only in teams, now also in solo.
Yes.
Perfect, man. It was awesome to see you play. and we'll hopefully we'll see you back in more games.
Yes, thank you for
thank you.
interviewing with us, and much congratulations on your second 4-player chess championship title.
Yeah, thank you very much. I mean, I really enjoyed the commentary, and I'll probably check out some of it again. So
Thank you.
Thank you.
Perfect, man.